Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Coach Kelly. I'm a run coach and a mindset coach for endurance athletes. We are here for another treadmill workout. I am so excited to be here with you today. Grab your water, make sure your shoes are tied, everything's away from the treadmill, and let's just go ahead and get started with a quick walk. I always have my treadmill at a 1.0 incline, just to mimic not a completely flat road like outside. So if you want to be there with me, you can. We're just at a 1.0. I'm at a 3.0 speed right now. I'm just walking. If you're already warmed up, feel free to go into a jog, whatever your easy effort pace is today, and we're going to get into it. We have 30 minutes of running today total. We have about 25 minutes of easy running, and I'll go into that in a second. But then the last 5 minutes are going to be some strides. We're just going to have some quick bursts of speed in there, a little bit of recovery, and that's just going to bring us home. So easy effort today. I am a huge believer in effort over pace. There's a time and place for pace to be what you're prioritizing. But for all of your easy runs, as a coach, I always recommend you go off of effort. And what I mean by that is check in with your body, not with your watch, and just go off your effort. How are you feeling that day? What's a sustainable pace for you to complete however long your run is? And based off of that, because this is life, and if you have a very stressful day with kids, the house, work, your significant other, friends, family, everything, your run is going to feel a little bit more stressed. So your easy pace that day might be slower than what your easy pace is the next day, but that's okay. That's why I always tell you to go off of effort, because running should work with your life, not against it. I'm going to go into a light jog here. I'm going to go to about a 5.0 speed. We are going off of time today, so there's no pressure to stick with me if you want to go faster or slower. And we're just going to get into our rhythm here. I always like to focus on my breathing at the beginning, just to kind of remind my lungs this is the rhythm I want us to be in for the rest of the run. I let my legs loosen up, my arms, just kind of do what feels good right now. Get your body going, ready to run. I'm still at that 1.0 incline. We will be doing just a little bit of incline work, not hills. This is not a hill workout, but just something to mimic being outside. I always recommend with runners be on the treadmill. Mimic outside as much as you can, meaning this doesn't have to be a hamster wheel. This can be you going up 0.2 speed, going down, same with hills. So just keep that in mind. We're going to be here for about 2 more minutes. And I just kind of want to go into what to expect. So I've been on and off of YouTube now for a couple years, and I used to do treadmill workouts, which I absolutely loved. But I felt like my treadmill was too loud. I didn't have the right equipment, and I just kind of stopped. But now I have this fancy microphone, and we're going to get them going again. That was my goal for 2024. We are in early March, so better late than never. I'm just excited to be here with you, and I know the treadmill sometimes can seem daunting, lonely, especially if it's in your house, but I hope that you're watching or listening to this and we can just talk as runners. Now, I am a run coach. I've been run coaching for about 3 years and have been running long distance for about 12 years now. But as a coach, I like to focus a lot on mindset because a good training plan is just the half of it when it comes to running. We're going to go up 0.2. So if you're at a 5.0 with me, we're going up to a 5.2. So training plan is just the half of it. But the other half is, what are your mental barriers? What's your life outside of running look like? How can you fit the training plan, the miles, the time on your feet within your life without becoming burnt out, injured, overwhelmed, all the above? I think that's really important because I used to use Hal Hayden training plans. Absolutely love them. They're free off of his website. But when I became a mom, especially a mom with 3 young kids, I was like, if I skip 3 runs because my kids are sick, how do I get back up and running again? If I, can't do this one specific workout, what's another workout that I can do? So that's why I became a coach. And a lot of the mindset work will go through on our treadmill runs that I'm going to be posting here. Oh, and I forgot to start my watch. That's okay though. When you're running on the treadmill, always go off the treadmill, not your watch, because this is a GPS watch. It doesn't understand, besides my arm swing, that how far we're going. So, little tip there. Alright, we got 20 more seconds. I'm going to go back down to an easy pace, and then we're going to go up just a little bit in incline. So today I wanted to talk about confidence. And confidence, I feel like it's a bad rap. Let's go down. So I'm back at that 5.0, and let's go up to a 2 on any climb. I'm just getting this rhythm here. So, confidence. I feel like it's a bad rap because it can be cheesy to talk about. But confidence as runners is 90% of what you need to get to a finish line. And if you have a training plan and you're just checking off those runs, that's great. Like, a lot of people don't do that, so highly applaud. But that's only a fraction of how to build confidence as a runner. And I wanted to talk through some of the mindset tips that we can talk about to build confidence. All right, let's go up to a 3 and incline just for a little bit. We got it. We're just loosening our hips out, correcting our form, and really ground yourself in the breathing and rhythm. This is the time to really focus on your form right now. Roll those shoulders back. All right, we got 10 more seconds. Just breathe into it. Let your body know it's okay. Let's go back down to a 1 incline, and let's go up 0.3. So I will be at a 5.3. So very minimal changes, but just enough to make sure we're not on the hamster wheel. Breathe into this. And we're going to go back down in 15 seconds. All right, let's go down. I'm back at my 5.0. And we're just gonna cruise while we talk about some of these tips. The first one, it's the cheesiest, so I want to get it out of the way. It's visualization. I know a lot of runners have probably heard of this word, especially maybe before a race or your longest run yet, where people say, visualize yourself crossing that finish line and hold on to that feeling, which is part of it. The other part I tell runners to do is visualize the whole day. Let's say you have a race that you're trying to PR. All of your long runs, you should take about a mile out of that long run and dedicate it to visualizing race day. And not just the finish line, but your alarm going off in the morning, your outfit, brushing your teeth, your breakfast, your travel, transportation to the start of the race, using the porta potty, dropping off your gear. And you can see where I'm going with this. All of the nitty-gritty details, ingrain them in your mind. And tell yourself a story. Even if you don't know exactly if you're going to take a bus or a car or walking to the start line, just make it a story in your mind. And when it comes to the racing part, I want you to put yourself at that start line. I want you to put yourself at each water stop, taking your gels or whatever fuel you like on that day. And this is an odd one, but this is the important part. I want you to focus and visualize the hard parts of the race. Mile 21 of a marathon. Put yourself there. Feel the energy and overwhelm of being so close yet so far. And I want you to start to think of plans. If you get to mile 21 and you feel like you just hit the wall, what are you going to do? I think this is where a lot of runners fail to prepare because they don't want to think about the bad days. But if you have a plan, you'll know you're giving yourself the confidence that you can get through it. And some can be, if I don't see my family and I don't have the fuel, they were supposed to give me the fuel. What's your plan? Another one can be if you see other runners struggling and starting to walk. What's your plan? And just thinking through those every single long run and the whole race will be more beneficial than you know, because you're giving your brain the confidence that you have walked through every scenario. You have felt that race before it has even started. And that's powerful. We're going to go up to a 2% incline. In 10 seconds. All right, let's go ahead and get there. Now, a word that you can say that can build confidence, so this is the second tip, is the power of the word and. When you have a really bad run, use that word and, not but. Example, I had a really bad run and I know what I did, or I know what to change. Or I had a really bad race and I still feel accomplished for reaching that finish line. Using that word and when you talk out loud or to yourself puts it in your brain that you have a plan and you're taking action steps. Like, that was a really bad run and I felt really bad. And next run I'm going to try X, Y, and Z. Let's go back down to a 1. And keep running if you're feeling good. I'm going to grab water. Hop right back in it. And a side note, I'm not a runner or coach that will try to tell you there's no such thing as a bad run. There are bad runs. And for those of you that have been running for a long time, probably know. But like the run where you pooped yourself, that's probably not a good one. That's probably a bad one, right? And I think it's okay to label it as bad. Even in life, we have good days and bad days. And I think it's not helpful if we don't label it for what it is. Because after we label it, that's when we can figure out why, what to work on, what not to do. Like those hard lessons are in those bad runs. So just because you have a bad run doesn't mean all else goes to shit. It's what you do after them that builds that confidence and helps you keep pushing forward. We're just cruising now, but we only have about 6 minutes of easy running left before we go into those 30-second strides. So do what you need to do right now to correct your form. Get back in touch with your breathing. And just cruise. Get into that rhythm and cruise. And the third tip about confidence, this is going to sound so silly, but set yourself up for failure. And I don't mean every run or even every week, but every once in a while, get yourself out of your comfort zone, even if you're going to fail. And this doesn't have to be extreme, but an example is, as a coach for my runners, I program a get uncomfortable run about every 2 months. And that workout is designed for them to fail. I know you're like, Kelly, why would failing build my confidence? And I'll tell you why. If you don't get out of your comfort zone, if something happens on race day or a long run or just a really important run that you're not prepared for, you are going to go into fight or flight, solely because you have not trained your brain or your body how to deal with those situations. So the get uncomfortable workout, I don't make my runners do it often, but one, sometimes they surprise themselves. And that right there builds confidence. Second, when they fail, they're training their mind how to get through failure, how to keep pushing forward that goal that they have in their mind. They get outside their comfort zone and they figure it out. Another version of this could be running a different route. If you're normally on the treadmill, get yourself outside. If you're normally in your neighborhood, go to a nearby park or a different neighborhood. Get yourself out of your comfort zone. And every time you do something like this, even if you fail, you get lost. You don't feel as good. You have your fuel at the wrong times. You're building confidence because now your brain knows, hey, we're resilient. We can get through these things that make us uncomfortable. All right, we have 2 minutes before we go into those strides. And I hope that those 3 mindset tips for confidence help you. And I hope that you put them to work just to see how they are. And again, it doesn't have to be extreme. But confidence as a runner and knowing that your body's going to be okay getting uncomfortable is so much of the battle on race day. If you haven't grabbed water yet, now's your time. At 25 minutes, we are going into 30-second strides. So sprint as fast as you can for those 30 seconds. And then we're going to walk for 1 minute. And that will bring us home. Just a little short burst. I will be at around 7, 8, or 9 on my strides. Haven't decided yet, but just letting you know in case you want to follow with me. And now's the time in your workout that you can start visualizing yourself sprinting to that finish line, sprinting through a hard repeat and run, whatever it may be for you. We're going to build some confidence today. Remember to focus on your breathing. And we got this. I believe in you. 10 seconds. Let's go. Going to an 8.0. 30 seconds. You got this. Bring it home. More seconds. You got this. And done. Go ahead and walk. Walk or jog. If you're jogging right now for this minute, jog slower than what your easy pace was or easy speed was. We're here for about 30 more seconds. I want to push you to go just a little bit faster. This is a time to recover. Let's go ahead and breathe. Correct your posture. You got it. Got 15 seconds. I'm going to go to an 8.5. I challenge you to get up there. Don't be afraid of the number. Go off the feel. You're stronger than what you think. Let's go. 30 seconds. Lock it in the bag. And breathe. Walk it out, grab some water, recuperate. We got 30 seconds. We got 2 more to bring us home. Stay where you're at or go faster. You can do this. I believe in you. I know it's hard to believe in yourself, but you can do it. Grow that confidence to believe in yourself. Even if it's just 0.1 over what you did. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 30 seconds right now. You can hold it for 30 seconds. You got it. Knee to chest. Get those hips. 10 seconds. Hang in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got 1 more to go. Again, where you're at, or at least 0.1 above where you were. Make it hurt in a good way. In a good way. Let's do it. It will bring us right to that 30-minute mark, and then the 30-minute workout is done. I'm celebrating with you already. Let's go. We got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Get up there. Last 30 seconds of this run. You have it in you. Dig deep. 15 seconds, you got it. Lock it in. 5, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh yeah. We did it. You did it. I'm so proud of you. Hang out here. Let your body reset. Your heart rate slow down. Grab some water. Thank you so much for joining me today on my YouTube channel. If you want to run with me some more treadmill workouts will be coming. Go ahead and like and comment. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And let me know how today's run went. Let me know how the confidence mindset tips went. If you've tried any, if you have any more, I want to hear from you. Stay walking here. You can start to slow down or stretch out if you need to. But thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in the next one. I'm proud of you.